Alright, what is up, guys? Welcome back to some Horizon Forbidden West. At least I think this is where... I can't remember. It kind of put me back a little bit. So I don't remember exactly what... Because I think we talked to everybody.
To unlock another room in the main living area.
Ah, here we go.
Good to know. I'll check it out when I can.
Okay, so in the last episode, we came back here to the base. We brought... Not her. We brought the other guy. The guy with one arm. What's his name? Not Takote. I don't know. But we brought them here to GAIA. We put... Which one was it? We put Ether back into GAIA. And basically GAIA got a distress signal from Hephaestus, I think. And we don't know if it's the Zenith, if they're the ones that are doing it, or what's going on. Oh.
Some supplies in that chest. Take what you need.
Oh, why, thank you. I gotta find what's-his-face, because I know I can talk to him.
GAIA, I thought you said the data here was lost.
I was able to repurpose the equipment to store the data you have acquired in your travels.
It's a shuttle. Like the one I blew up at Far Zenith's launch facility. Farrell seemed pretty interested in space travel. I guess he wanted a keepsake.
I was about to say, I thought we brought a dude with us, and we did. Katalo.
It's good to see you. I'm guessing you've got a lot of questions?
I've been told of our enemy and their intentions. Your friends showed me to the vision you keep in this place, GAIA, and gave me this focus. I don't pretend to fully understand everything, but all I really need to know is where to train and when to fight.
Welcome to the team, then.
Oh boy, I guess before we get started with this mission, here's some dialogue.
You said the Bulwark was your home a long time ago. That you were part of the Sky Clan.
Yes.
That's all you're gonna tell me?
Fine. As you wish. My parents were killed in a clan skirmish, so I was raised by my squad. As I grew older, I came to be known as an accomplished fighter. Takote took a special interest in me. I fought by his side against the Karja, and led my squad on a dangerous climb into the Daunt. It was I who opened the gates at Barren Light, from the east side, allowing the Tenakth to raise it.
That must have gotten you some attention.
Indeed. I was welcomed home as a hero, and I was content.
Then why'd you leave?
I became a marshal.
Why did you leave the Sky Clan to become a marshal?
I was sent to the Kulrut by Takote. Back then, I would have obeyed his every order. I believed in him, like one would a father. I was too blind to see the fear in his eyes. Fear of a rising young warrior challenging his command of the clan. I returned a hero from the battle at Barren Light. But to him, I was only a threat. Never occurred to him that I had no interest in rising above my station.
Why did Takote think you wouldn't be a threat to him if he sent you to the Kulrut?
Takote knew that if I survived the Kulrut, I'd be forced to forsake the clan to serve the Tenakth as a whole. I'd never be allowed to challenge his command, even if I wanted to. After our victory at Barren Light, Takote spoke to our people, said it would be selfish to rob Hikaru and the marshals of a warrior like myself, even though he knew perfectly well I had no intention of ever leaving. It was exile, guised as an honor. One he knew I couldn't refuse. So I became a marshal, and never looked back.
I'm sorry you had to go through that.
I am not. Though it pained me at the time, a marshal is what I was destined to be.
I feel like we're going to be fighting Takote at some point in this story.
When we were at the Bulwark, The guard said something about the wings of the 10. Hikaru also mentioned it at the cool route. Dekka, too. What does it mean?
The visions tell us that the 10 flew on great metal machines with wings, and leapt into battle from the sky. For us, to imitate this feat is the ultimate expression of martial prowess, and it is why the challengers leap into the arena during the cool route. Many times I imagined it as a child. The feeling of freedom, and the awe it must have inspired.
What did Chief Hikaru say when you told him he'd be joining me here?
You spilt rebel blood at the Grove, and helped reunite the clans. There was little more to be said. He understood.
Well, I'm honored he lent me his best martial. At least for a little while.
Indeed.
Now that you know who the enemy is, do you have any questions?
I'll admit I find them hard to grasp. From the heavens. And invulnerable.
For now.
I will leave the strategy to you. I trust you will point my blade where it will cut the deepest.
What do you think of our squad?
They seem eager to fight. Though I admit it is strange to see an Utaru in the ranks. Farmers don't make for effective soldiers.
She seemed pretty effective when she took out the machines that were guarding this base.
Interesting. Perhaps I am mistaken.
What are you looking at over there?
The others have been helping me decipher the symbols the focus shows me. So, I thought I'd try to understand the weapon you intend to use against the enemy. This Hephaestus. It will be able to make machines? That answer to Gaia?
Yes.
How many?
As many as we need.
Such power. Has the world ever seen the like?
I should go. Feel free to check in on Hikaru and your people. Door's always open here.
I will. I overheard that Varl and Erend are to accompany you on a mission. Do you require my assistance?
I'd rather have you and Zoe guard the base while we're away.
It shall be done. May the 10 walk with you.
Oh, nice.
And you said Aloy ended it for good, right? But Gaia doesn't need it? I think we're all better off without it.
It doesn't take too long.
Varl looks happy about his training partner.
Learning is best done together.
Have you gone back to Plainsong at all?
I thought about it, but I wouldn't know what to tell them. The chorus already thinks me a thorn in the thicket. If they knew what we did to Fa, even if they understood, there'd be little they could grasp about all this. No. For now, I must leave the tribe behind.
Oh, Jesus. Do we really have time for all this?
Did Gaia tell you anything about the Zeniths?
She did, though it wasn't exactly easy to believe. To think that there are places among the stars where life can bloom as it does here, it is humbling, to say the least, and heartbreaking that such life should be bent on destroying ours.
What are you up to?
Gaia was kind enough to put together a list of glyphs used by the old ones. She helped me decipher some of the data you've collected and showed me how to use the focus to help the process. It's not easy, but it's been working so far.
That's good to hear. You've spoken with Kotallo?
A few words. Tanakh don't have much use for us outsiders. You must have made quite the impression for him to offer his fealty.
So, how does a tribe like the Utaru manage to maintain the peace with warriors like the Tenakth?
By holding them off. When our fields bloomed aplenty, the Tenakth looked upon our lands with envy. But Plainsong's dishes provided sanctuary and high ground to keep invaders at bay. In the end, even the Tenakth saw sense in a truce. The Utaru promised to provide the Tenakth with food from our crops every year. In exchange, the Tenakth would relinquish one of their own, a veteran, to train the Utaru in combat. This custom was abandoned a few years after the derangement, but some veterans still remain in the plains.
I've been meaning to ask, what's the deal with you and the chorus? You didn't seem to be on the best of terms.
That's what happens when you're the one Utaru who insists on publicly defying them. Twice. When the Karja invaded the Utaru plains, they did more than just attack our villages. They burned our fields, took our people as slaves, and murdered those who were too weak to make the trip back to Meridian.
To be sacrificed in the Sun Ring.
I was helping the healers back then, as waves of refugees swarmed into Plainsong. The chorus was divided in how to face the invaders. Some saw sense in raising arms. Others believed the dishes would keep us safe, as they had many times before. And while they bickered, I buried the seeds of the fallen.
Oh, there's one more.
Couldn't have been easy. Seeing your people suffer while the Karja invaded your lands.
I come from a small village near Plainsong. My grandmother used to say there was no seed that wouldn't grow there. I moved to the dishes when I decided to apprentice as a healer. When the Red Raids began, I thought about going back. But the injured kept pouring into Plainsong, day after day. So I kept putting it off. One day, I woke up to hear a Karja raiding party had ransacked my village during the night. I rushed there with the healers to help the survivors, but there weren't any left. The smell of burning flesh haunts me to this day.
I'm sorry, Zoe.
I made it a point to appear before the chorus as soon as we returned, to demand that we take a stand against the invaders. I was denied. So I left to fight on my own.
You said you set out to fight the Karja alone?
I did. But it turned out I wasn't the only one. News of my disagreement with the chorus spread through the plains. Before I knew it, I had more than a dozen Utaru warriors ready to follow me into battle. We knew we couldn't take on the Karja armies head-on, but we also knew the lay of the land better than they did. We ambushed smaller raiding parties, sabotaged their supply lines, and hit their encampments at night.
Sounds like you were a force to be reckoned with.
Enough that the Tenakth took notice. When the clans began to push the Karja back east, they let us join their ranks. We chased the enemy all the way to Barren Light.
You said you were at Barren Light when the Tenakth defeated the Karja?
Tenakth marshals climbed the cliffs of the Daunt under cover of night, then attacked from the other side. Before we knew it, the gates were open, and the full force of the clans burst through. What happened next was not something I like to remember. When all the dust and blood settled, I smelled it again. The stench of burnt flesh. Our enemies defeated. What was left of my squad returned to the Utaru Plains. I went back to Plainsong. But even as the harvests passed, it didn't feel like I'd truly returned at all.
Is that when you became a grave singer?
I thought soothing the suffering of others would somehow appease my own. Then you came along and gave me a choice. I could either sing at people's graves or fight for a chance to keep them alive.
I'm glad you chose the latter. Right, I should probably go.
Is it true you're investigating a signal coming from one of Gaia's seedlings?
Maybe. We'll know for sure when we check it out.
Be careful.
We will.
Okay, there was a lot going on there. This episode's going to be another 2-hour episode if we don't get going, because we have to do this. We have to finish this. Everything else is on hold, so we got to do the Cradle of Echoes.
There she is. You ready to head out?
Huh, I was about to say, I've been ready.
Let's go.
Look at us. 3 battle-hardened badasses forging into the unknown. This ought to be good.
Yeah, hopefully it's a quick mission. I mean, like, it's not a 2-hour thing. Or a 4-hour thing like the last one.
This distress call had to be up a really steep mountain, huh?
Uh-oh, something's going on. Oh, it is the Zeniths.
Vermin.
So how are you supposed to beat her?
What is that?
What the hell?
Well, that takes the keg.
Burrow, see if there's anything over there.
On it.
We'll check out the battlefield.
I'm still trying
Start with that
to
Zenith.
find out, like... Oh, is she dead now? Oh, so I guess you
Obviously
can
more
kill them.
Zeniths than we know about.
Can't believe you fought one of them.
Almost didn't make it. Whatever the rebels did, it took down her shield. But why was she here? I can access her last communication file, but I'll use my focus to scan the battlefield too.
What about that crazy weapon the
Chill air is
Zenith had?
prickling my lungs. It looked like she can make it
What?
come and go at will.
Hello, Verbena?
But
What
it's
do you
gone
have for
now.
me?
I checked
Yeah.
everywhere, still
Well,
no
go
sign
do
of the
your thing.
asset. Can
I'll
we
wait
call
here.
off this pointless search already?
Let's not forget who let it slip away in the first place. Now, I'd like to see results by nightfall. Do you think you can manage that?
Hold on. I think I see something.
Interesting. Well, at least we know now there's a way to kill them. Or it's at least possible. A lot of it would be like, well, if that didn't kill them, then what exactly
I'll
will
put
kill
these in
them?
my pack.
Oh, it's just a fox. Oh, there's a specter here, too. Wonder how they took that down.
The Spectre had instructions to assist recovery of the asset. I wonder what this asset is.
Orders received. Prime directive. Assist recovery of the asset. Secondary directive. Continue monitoring V. Sutter. Orders acknowledged. Status report to G. Berry? I don't know. Hostiles detected. Engaging targets. Danger. System failure. Data corrupted. Very interesting. Very interesting. Anything else for me to check out up here? Oh, yep.
The weapon's still hot. I need to know how it worked. But I'll have to check on it once it's cooled off. An Oseram with a focus.
Oh.
Looks like he was sending data on the weapons somewhere else.
Hmm.
Looks like the rebels camped here for a while. Are they watching this area? Alright. I think I have an idea what happened here.
Oh, there's something going on.
I better get back to Erend.
I don't know what I was doing with the focus.
All right, she who sees the unseen. What did you find out?
This was a carefully planned attack. I found camping gear up there. The rebels must have been staking out this place for at least a few days. They were waiting for the Zeniths to show up. All so that they could test that weapon. The Zeniths have a personal shield that makes them invulnerable, but somehow the weapon got rid of it. The Oseram that was operating it was sending data on it somewhere else. It was probably just a prototype.
I've known tinkers that do that. I'd do a little trial run before breaking out the real thing. Well, I guess it's still a work in progress, if it blew up.
She was searching for something she lost. Her drone had instructions to recover something called the asset.
The asset? Is that the sub-function thing that you said could be here? Eleuthia?
I'm not sure. Come on, let's go talk to Varl.
And why is... Oh, I did tell Varl to go over here, I guess, didn't I? I was like, why is he all the way over here? And I was like, oh, I told him to. And he's just staring blankly at this cave.
That's a long way down.
Something tunneled straight down into the mountain. Looks recent.
Whatever it was, it must have been powerful. That Zenith the rebels killed was looking for something called the asset. I don't know what it is, but my guess is it's somewhere down there.
All right, so we head down.
Erend, stay here and stand watch. That Zenith isn't the only one of its kind. I don't want to be caught by surprise if the others show up. Contact us by focus if you see anything.
Okay. Any trouble shows up, I'll call you.
Let's go.
Oh, boy. I sense a fight coming.
There's some kind of old world ruin down here.
You said the Zeniths have their own backup of GAIA, right?
Yeah, from the proving lab.
So maybe they were after Eleuthia. Found its hiding spot, so it sent the distress signal.
Maybe. Looks like some kind of data center. I might be able to access the facility systems from that console.
Found a command log. Storage units access. Data transfer initiated. Oh, this looks Zenith.
I've never seen a transmitter like this before. Looks like it's self-destructed.
I really don't want to fight them. I mean, I don't know if I'm up for it.
This was a Far Zenith research lab. It looks like a lot of data was beamcast from here recently. From that device nearby.
So Eluthia's gone?
If it was ever here,
So,
then
exploring
probably.
another Far Zenith ruin.
At least this one doesn't seem to have giant killer machines.
God, don't
Or
speak so
anything
soon,
you can
Aloy.
blow up.
You know, I mean, just, you know, we're not so sure about all that yet. Oh, hey, look at that. I got a black bracelet and a ancient wreath. Anything up here? Oh, there's a door.
This place is huge. Some kind of storage room, maybe.
Maybe the asset is in here somewhere.
If it is, somehow the Zenith couldn't find it. Let's look around. So,
Oh, nice.
how is Erend taking all of this? Really?
Well, GAIA, the Zeniths, the Focus. It's a lot. But when I caught up to him in the Daunt and said you needed our help, he dropped everything and turned around.
Well, he's loyal. That's for sure. A control console. To access the storage units.
Can it tell us if the asset is in one of them?
Well, let's find out.
Oh.
236 containers in storage. Please enter the container number you'd like to retrieve.
236? Wasn't there a number in the distress signal?
You're right. I should check the log.
And where would that be? Oh, here we go. 237.
$236 containers in storage. Please enter the
But it says it's only 236. That's 237. Oh, what's this? It's a person? It is. It's another clone of Elisabet. Let's just kill it.
It's you.
Well, not me.
Skin's like ice. Must have cut this from her head. But why?
Wait, wasn't that the clone, or is it another clone?
Hello, Elisabet.
Oh, it is.
Apologies.
It's the clone.
My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief. I only have a few minutes before my keepers discover I'm missing, and I still need to remove this implant. I had hoped to find shelter with you, but if you're viewing this, I may be dead. Be careful when you take on Far Zenith. They are ruthless, and they have Eleuthia, Artemis, and Apollo now. But at least I don't have the Gaia kernel to merge them with.
Oh, shit!
You must succeed. Oh, this was all for nothing. Good luck. And goodbye.
So she's...
She's still alive.
We need to get her back to...
Oh, no.
Shit, they can fly. Aloy. Aloy, can you hear me through this thing?
What's going on, Erend?
2 of those spectral things just fell out of the sky. One of them is heading down towards you. The other one's waiting up here.
We're coming up. Stay in cover until I get there.
You got it.
Get her to cover in that room. Whatever happens, she stays with us.
I'll protect her.
Okay, here we go. Here comes the fight.
I should prepare before the Spectre gets here. I can't let it get through to Varl and the clone.
How do I prepare for the battle? Well, I've been looking at the data point.
Hello, Elisabet. Apologies, I don't know what else to call you. My name is Beta. I'm afraid I must be brief.
Wait, hold on. How do I prepare for the battle?
Here it comes!
Wait, what? Hold up, hold up. Its weakness... Okay, it's weak against acid. We don't have a whole lot of acid bows, but it's fine. Oh, there's only one of them. Okay, come get me, you big, stupid thing. That was a terrible shot.
Ugly one, aren't you?
Oh, shit.
That thing's quick.
There we go. That was a weak spot. Gotta stay behind cover. There we go. Oh, nice. There we go. We're getting somewhere. Oh, almost out of these. What the fuck? This is so not fair.
I'm not giving up.
I'm about to say, let me do my Valor thing. Come on. Oh, shit. Yeah, we might be in some trouble. This thing is tough. I have no elemental ammo left. Just when it gets close to me. I thought I could slide. Dude, it like put those things away. It like, woo! Fuck you! Shit. Okay, I'm not in a very good spot right here. Yeah, that's not a weak spot. That is. Bro, there's just no way to get around that, bro. Okay, whatever I'm doing is not working. Come on, it's almost dead. Oh, there's no way. How much health does this thing have? Jesus Christ. Oh, there we go.
There.
Are you okay, Aloy?
I'm about to say.
I'm heading up top. Stay down here with the clone for now.
Got it. I'll follow once the coast is clear.
Oh, I guess I could have, Oh well. Okay, cool. That was kind of fun fighting that thing. Wasn't super difficult, I guess. I mean, it might have seemed difficult because I'm a noob, which, as that one bitch that commented on my videos pointed out,
Gotta
like,
get back
like
up
I
top
give a
and deal with
fuck.
that other Spectre. I just
Oh, like,
hope
okay.
Aaron stays in cover.
It's like, oh, it's painful watching noobs fight or whatever. Like, oh, shut the fuck up. I'm playing a game. I'm playing a game for the story. I'm not, like, trying to, like, be the best fucking, you know, Horizon Forbidden West player in the world. Like, shut your bitch ass up.
Aaron!
Shut your bitch ass up too, Aaron. I'm on my way.
Seals in. It's got me pinned down.
Hang tight. I'm almost there.
Just hurry.
I'm a-coming, my friend. I'm coming.
That doesn't sound good. I gotta get to Aaron.
And I don't... Ooh, this might be ugly. Hopefully they're helping me fight it.
Aaron, I'm here.
Bitch ass.
Watch out. That thing's shooting down the center.
Where is
Stay
it?
put. I'll see what I can do.
And the second you need me, I'm there.
Don't take much damage from Fire. Spectre's not budging from that spot. I might be able to sneak up on him. If I stay out of its line of fire. It's got some kind of shield up. I need to sneak around behind it. It'll be a tough fight if I take that thing head on. A heavy weapon. I could use it against the Spectre. Shield's down! It's on the move!
Shit. Oh, okay. Hold on. Let me go back and grab that gun. Yeah, hold on, dude. I'm fucking getting there.
Aloy, can you hit this thing with acid?
You know, I don't have any, bro. Okay, that didn't work. Oh. You only gave me 5 of them? Thanks, Aaron. Fucking
It's
useless.
a blood spawn, doesn't it? And now's a good time to hit it with plasma.
Much better.
Aaron. I gotta take this thing down quick. I gotta take this thing down quick. I have like no health.
It's done for.
Oh, nice. Yes. Oh, let's go, baby. I was almost getting a little worried there. And we rescued Beta. Let's go.
Aloy, she's... Look, I swear I'm not drunk, but right now I'm seeing double.
Long story, but it'll have to wait.
Good, and she can tell us how to beat him.
We need to get her back to the base immediately.
Right. Yeah. Well, what are we waiting for then?
You two go on ahead. I need to take another look at that weapon.
Wow. That was some crazy ass
I
shit.
can figure out how that thing works. Maybe the Zeniths won't be so invincible after all.
Oh, that's right. We needed to wait for it to cool off.
No.
Oh, that's not good.
Well, it's better than nothing. I need to get the weapon fragment to Gaia to analyze. If we can replicate it, maybe we'll have a way to defeat the Zeniths. I should check on the clone, too. Varl, where's our guest?
We're in the maintenance corridor below the control room.
Okay.
Aloy! Glad you made it back okay. She panicked after waking up and stumbled down here. I thought it best to wait for you.
I'll talk to her.
This is going to be one interesting ass conversation.
Hello? It's Beta, right? My name's Aloy. What's wrong? Is it your injury?
Simulacrum withdrawal syndrome.
I don't understand.
Sudden removal of a neurologically integrated data device. The brain, especially the cerebellum, goes into a kind of sensory freefall. Everything real feels unreal. Distant.
Is there anything that can help?
Do you have a focus to spare? It's primitive, but I can make it work.
Yeah.
Primitive, the fuck?
Booting up. So, Aloy, I suppose you want information.
About you and the Zeniths? Yeah. Why are they here? What do they want? How did they get you? But let's start at the beginning. I'm guessing they faked the destruction of their ship 1,000 years ago?
That seems consistent with their behavior. They wouldn't want to be followed.
So Far Zenith established a colony world after all.
Yes, for a few hundred years, but it didn't last. Some sort of natural disaster rendered it uninhabitable.
Okay, so the descendants of Far Zenith escaped a dying planet, and now they want to claim Earth for themselves?
Not their descendants.
What?
Not their descendants. It's them. The same ones who left Earth 1,000 years ago. You didn't know?
How can they still be alive? They don't even look... What did they do to themselves?
I believe it's a combination of pharmaceutical, cellular treatments, and technological implants.
And you? Does that mean that you're...
I'm not like them. I was made. On the way to Earth. On the ship. I spent years studying in my training interface, all so that I could serve my function.
Access and control of the terraforming system. But why? What do the Zeniths want with it?
When I discovered the Zero Dawn system had disseminated into its subcomponents, I thought my purpose was to fix it. But I don't think the Zeniths want that at all. I think they want to wipe Earth clean and start over.
Oh boy, here we go.
So the Zeniths want to exterminate life on Earth. That's what Gaia and I concluded too. But why? Why kill everyone just to take over?
When they took me on missions with them, I saw how they butchered the tribal people we encountered. They didn't seem to care about a rejuvenated Earth, so I concluded that they must want a hard reboot of the system. Then they can redesign it to be exactly what they want.
Mass extinction for their own comfort? Who thinks like that? Well, without their guidance...
Well, they do, obviously.
Doing that. The Zeniths needed Elisabet's gene print to access Zero Dawn facilities. So they made you. Trained you. And you went along with it?
They told me I was born to interface with the Zero Dawn system. When we reached Earth, I pieced together what must have happened to Gaia and her subordinate functions. That's when I started to realize I wasn't meant to fix Gaia. That they must have made me so I could do what their remote extinction signal failed to do. Reboot Earth for their own benefit.
So you know about the extinction signal?
It was speculation, but the only logical conclusion why Gaia suddenly self-destructed after operating efficiently for centuries.
Gaia would have only undertaken such a desperate course of action if it had detected a threat to life on Earth that was more dangerous than ceasing function altogether. I should have realized that she would also order the recreation of Elisabet Sobek to rebuild her. Yeah, well, surprise. So we're dealing with the same Far Zenith people who once lived on Earth. What else do you know about them? They were some of the most affluent and powerful people on Earth. They controlled almost every major resource, every industry. Gerard commands them. He's the one who decided to set up a base. The others, Eric, Tilda, Verbena, they resent his authority over them, but in the end, they always do what he says.
Eric. He's the one I fought back in the Hades Proving Lab.
He enjoys hurting people.
Yeah, I know. You mentioned the Zenith set up a base here on Earth. Where is it?
Off the coast, I think. Whenever I had to go on missions, I was transported inside of a Spectre drone. I couldn't see anything outside. But I did overhear the Zeniths talking about it once. They were discussing setting up a perimeter energy shield to repel the local fauna. I'm certain they have other security measures. Spectre patrols, machine lures. It must be impregnable.
What's inside the base?
Launch facilities, so they can shuttle back and forth to their ship in orbit. Plus infrastructure to gather materials and fabricate anything they need.
Are there more Zeniths than the ones you met?
I'm not sure. I suppose there must be more of them in the base or back on the ship. For all I know, there could be more of them out in space, other survivors of the colony.
Just imagine if we're able to... Because she mentioned that they have Apollo. So we steal Apollo... Oh, just imagine. Just imagine.
You said the Zenith's colony in the Sirius system was destroyed. What happened?
All I was ever told was that a natural disaster forced them to leave Sirius. I've speculated that it was an extrasolar object or a cataclysmic seismic event. Or maybe even an abnormally violent coronal mass ejection from Sirius A.
The Zeniths never told you any details.
They said the only thing that mattered was that they survived. First Earth, 1,000 years ago, and then Sirius.
Guess they survived old age, too. How did you escape the Zeniths?
Before the Hades Proving Lab, I never thought I'd get away from them. Even if I were to run. I'd never survive on my own in the wilds. But then I saw you. And I thought that maybe you could help me. So when the Zeniths pinpointed Eluthia's location in the biomedical research facility, I saw an opportunity.
You said you saw an opportunity to escape when you went to capture Eluthia. What did you do, exactly?
Whenever I was taken out on a mission to recover a subordinate function, only one of the Zeniths would go with me.
The one the rebels killed, outside the facility.
Baina's dead? How did they bypass her shield?
I'm looking into it. But you were talking about your escape?
Well, when it was time to use the Zenith's transmitter to send Eluthia back to base, I also sent the encrypted transmission. Then I distracted Verbena long enough to seal myself in the ectogenic chamber, altering the facility's log so it appeared that there were only 236 containers.
And the GAIA root kernel?
I told them I could capture Eluthia faster if I had it with me, and they believed me.
Well done. You said you were born on the way to Earth. In an artificial womb, I'm guessing?
The Zeniths had an ectogenic chamber aboard the ship. An updated version of the one you found me in. They must have used a stored sample of Elisabet's DNA.
I doubt Elisabet would have let them take her DNA. Do you know how they got it?
That wasn't part of the archive I was allowed to access.
You said you spent years studying in a training interface. Was this archive you mentioned part of that?
But only the parts I was permitted to access. Aristotle and Aspasia, the avatars of the archive, would assign me learning modules and evaluate my progress.
Wait, those names. They were designed to be the virtual guides for the Apollo database, before Ted Faro purged it.
The Zeniths have a copy.
So it still exists.
And you got to learn from it.
Only what was deemed pertinent to the mission. If I requested information outside of my parameters, my tutors would deny it.
To have all that knowledge, just out of reach. Must have been frustrating. All right, I think that's enough for now. Do you want to come upstairs, or...
So how long? You know, your plan. How long before Gaia's fabricated a machine army to defeat the Zeniths?
How did you know?
Optimal strategy, so?
Well, I still have to get 2 more subordinate functions before Gaia's powerful enough to absorb Hephaestus.
What? You don't have Hephaestus already?
Gaia's still figuring out how to capture it. It's not confined to a single... To a single location! Of course not!
You didn't even know who the Zeniths really are.
You were supposed to be further along by now!
Coming here was a mistake. They're gonna find me. They're gonna find this place and take me back. This was all for nothing.
They're not going to find us. Gaia's using Minerva to mask our location.
What difference does it make? You're too far behind. We're never going to beat them. Everything. Everyone. They're gonna die.
Hey. Calm down. You're here now, right? So is there anything you can do to help?
I have certain knowledge sets. And given your state of progress, expertise you probably lack. Geoengineering, of course. Computer science, physics, biology, chemistry.
Okay. Well, see if you can do something with that. Talk to Gaia. I'll check on you later.
How'd it go?
Her injury's not that bad, but I think she regrets coming here. Feeling might be mutual.
I'll come back later and talk to her. See if I can learn anything.
I should get the weapon fragment to Gaia.
Nothing.
Welcome back. Aloy, I see we have a new guest. So now we know the origin of the transmission.
Yeah. I also recovered this. The weapon it was part of somehow stripped a Zenith of its shield, but it malfunctioned and blew up. If we can recreate the weapon and improve it, maybe we'll gain the upper hand on the Zeniths.
A moment, I will scan it. Complete. By combining the results with data from your focus, I can infer that the weapon was highly advanced, comparable to Zenith technology, but not how it worked.
Did the explosion corrupt the data?
It was only a catalyst. The moment the weapon malfunctioned, it appears a command executed to purge all data within its core. Ostensibly, this was to prevent the weapon's secrets from falling into enemy hands. Whoever designed this weapon knew how to cover their tracks.
Silence.
Based on your data on him, that is my conclusion as well.
And he's not gonna cooperate with us. Well, it was worth a shot. But that's not all. The Zeniths got Eleuthia, along with Artemis and Apollo.
That is unfortunate. However, our original plan remains unchanged. The 2 remaining subordinate functions should increase my heuristic processing density enough to absorb Hephaestus.
Right. One problem at a time. Well, I guess I better get back out there.
I wish you luck on your search.
Right. Thanks, Gaia. So I guess we won't be making use of Cylon's weapon. And now there is another clone of Elisabet here with us. But I can't let it distract me. I still have 2 more subfunctions to get.